Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our first video in the big 2026.
We know the month is almost over already, but we're better late than never, so happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's to everybody watching. We hope you all have a wonderful and safe 2026.
Happy New Year's. Hopefully this year will be really great for you all, and I hope we'll do another ice cream tier list soon.
Yeah, Happy New Year's, and we seriously thank you all for sticking with us another year. We have a lot of awesome video ideas in store in the upcoming months for you guys.
We've been really busy as of lately, so that's why it's taken a while to upload another video for you guys, and because of that, this entire month and next month will be dedicated to our channel members' video ideas.
If you didn't know, one of the perks of being a channel member is that we take your ideas into consideration and possibly make them into a video.
Along with that, you get these awesome money badges next to your name and emotes to use in the comments.
And of course, watching our brand new videos first and early, and shout-outs at the end of every video.
So the rest of January and the entirety of February, we will only make videos from the ideas that are given from our channel members.
We apologize if we can't get to all of your video ideas in time or just at all, but we're doing our best.
We have saved a lot of channel members' video ideas and haven't forgotten about you guys, but it's going to take some time to get to your idea.
We hope to get to at least 6 to 8 of your ideas by the end of February, but this video idea is from GamerYT918 and Lamarian Harris Franklin, and it's ranking the Battlefield games.
Shout out to Gamer and Lamarian for the video idea. Show them some love in the comments.
Yeah, thank you Gamer and Lamarian for the idea. We hope you'll enjoy the video.
Shout out to Lamarian and Gamer for the video idea because Battlefield is a goated game and most definitely better than Call of Duty.
I don't know about that one, Chief. COD is miles better, but Battlefield isn't that bad either.
COD is dead, Donnie. Though during the golden age of Call of Duty, I would say it is 100% better than Battlefield.
I like both Battlefield and Call of Duty equally. Honestly, I don't mind playing both, but COD is easier to pick up and play compared to the vast scales of the maps in Battlefield.
Call of Duty has made way better games than Battlefield, and that's a fact.
Nah, bro. Battlefield has higher quality games than COD, especially as of recently, since COD has crapped the bed being a copy and paste every single year since Modern Warfare 2 in 2022.
Well, let's go ahead and find out by ranking these 13 Battlefield games right here.
All right, we're going to be ranking the mainline Battlefield games and not any other spin-offs or minor titles, just focusing on these 13 games and really only talking about the multiplayer side of things and not so much of the single player.
The first game is Battlefield 1942. Hey, 1942! I was born in 1942!
Yeah, so you probably remember the trenches of World War II, huh, you old man?
Heck yeah! I was born right in the middle of World War II and remember it like yesterday, so this game is my jam, man.
So this was the very first Battlefield game that started it all, and it came out in 2002. At that time, this was the most realistic World War II multiplayer combat experience that you could play.
I remember flying planes and driving tanks for the first time in this game. It was so fun, and it made me really feel like I was actually in the war myself.
The planes, tanks, and even aircraft carriers made this game feel really massive in terms of scale during the time, but the maps were really open to the point where you would run for a very long time before you would get into combat.
And also, it wasn't the most refined gameplay experience, but I'll cut them some slack with that because this was DICE's first Battlefield game.
It's just one of those games that was good for the time it came out but found its identity later on in the franchise, and I think Good Tier is a perfect fit for this game.
Oh, Battlefield Vietnam! I kind of remember this game. It's either that or it's the actual Vietnam War itself that I'm having flashbacks of.
Pretty sure it was Battlefield Vietnam. Unless the real war also had rubber banding helicopters and 32 players screaming in voice chat.
Voice chat? What the hell are you talking about? This game is more dead than Sleepy Joe's KD ratio.
Hey, I may have a negative KD, but at least I'm the best medic.
Well, medics didn't even exist back during this time in the Battlefield series. This game was kind of them still trying to figure out what works with Battlefield.
The maps were cool in this game, but they weren't really the greatest either. But at least there were new things like lock-on missiles for jets, helicopters that could lift tanks, and even boats you could use.
I like the soundtrack and music of this game. It's very nostalgic, but playing this game now, it hasn't aged well at all.
Well, obviously, these first few Battlefield games aren't going to be the greatest, Donnie. This game came out literally back when I was still serving my first term in office in 2004.
This game was sure as hell better than your term, that's for sure.
Yeah, whatever, partner.
Well, honestly, I don't think anybody remembers this Battlefield. It's very forgettable and just kind of there. I'm gonna put it into the mid-tier.
Oh yes, Battlefield freaking 2. Now the nostalgia is strong with this one.
Both Battlefield 2 and Bad Company 2 give me a melancholic feeling, in a good way though. Such good times, honestly.
I remember watching my son play this game back in 2005. He used to no-life the heck out of this game, and I remember yelling at him to get off the damn game to help me wash the dishes and do the laundry. But I played sometimes with him too.
You're talking about Hunter, huh? Of course, that delinquent played this game like his life depended on it. It makes sense now why he grew up to be a corrupt crook like his father.
Leave my Biden son alone. He learned teamwork from this game and applied it to real life, and that's why Hunter is the best son a father could ever have.
Give me a break. You call this the best son a father could have? How could a father even love that thing?
Calling Joey's son a thing is outrageous.
I've never had a son, but I wish I did to know what it would have been like raising a brave little cowboy like myself.
Stop with this Hunter slander or else he'll drop your ass in a 1v1 in Battlefield 2.
Yeah, right. I was the best commander in every match I played in this game.
We all know that having a good commander makes a hell of a difference on any BF2 match.
You got that right, partner. But Battlefield 2 had everything. Good classes, good vehicles, fun tools, and the maps were pretty great, and the expansions were not too shabby as well.
Even though I was 62 years old when Battlefield 2 came out, I have some really good memories with Hunter on this game.
62 years old? Sheesh, you've been old forever.
Don't remind me, Donnie, but one of my favorite memories of this game was the time Hunter hovered in a helicopter above an area for 10 minutes or more so that the rest of us could keep fighting below. Probably wasn't much fun for Hunter, but it allowed our squad to stay together and keep fighting.
I remember that when I captured an enemy base or flag as an engineer, usually I put an anti-tank mine under my parked tank as an anti-theft measure by the enemy. It was so hilarious when an enemy rushed to defend their base, jumped on the nearby unoccupied tank, then they went boom!
Or the way medics would forego fighting at the Karkan train to keep teammates alive. If you requested help, somebody would actually help you. The cooperative element was utilized by players in a way that just doesn't happen in the newer Battlefields.
Exactly, bro. People actually played squads the way they were intended. None of the classes were overpowered, so it was commonplace for people to balance squads with support, sniper, assault, and 1 or 2 medics. This was a classic Battlefield experience.
That and the map design. They were maybe not as huge as the newer ones, but they didn't funnel you to a few locations or have moments that forced fights in the same places over and over again.
Overall, I actually really enjoyed this Battlefield, and this game really established the baseline of what future Battlefield games would later become with its epic gameplay.
Just imagine Battlefield 2 with the Frostbite engine. That would go hard in the paint. But overall, this is most definitely a goated Battlefield game without a doubt.
Moving on is Battlefield 2142, which I'm not gonna lie, I forgot this game was a thing.
2142? Yeah, the world will be ended by that year with robots taking over humanity.
Now, this game came out in 2006, and this game was ahead of its time, especially with the Titan mode.
Ooh, yes, Titan mode, definitely the best game mode.
I played Titan mode 24/7 back then, bro. I want to go back and play that right now, but I'm sure the game is a literal ghost town.
Honestly, I'd rather just go ahead and play Halo rather than a futuristic Battlefield game. Halo 2 was better than this without a doubt.
Well, I think surprisingly, with being in the future, everything about the gameplay of 2142 felt like a Battlefield game.
Because of the futuristic setting, the vehicles in Battlefield 2142 were truly unique compared to any of the Battlefield games, and even the weapons were nice to use as well, but the gadgets were what separated 2142 from the rest.
I honestly wouldn't mind a sequel of this game or even a remaster. I doubt that's going to happen, but I say this is a good Battlefield game and going into the good tier.
Next up is Battlefield Bad Company 1, which is the first Battlefield game to bring in the Frostbite engine and that iconic destruction.
With Frostbite, it completely changed the franchise by allowing walls, buildings, and cover to be blown apart in real time, directly affecting the gameplay.
Now, this is where I'd say is the start of the golden age and rise of Battlefield. This game was amazing to play on PC, but I'm not gonna lie, it was straight ass on console with that FOV.
This game came out in 2008, and I don't think it's aged that well compared to something like Call of Duty World at War, which also came out in 2008.
World at War also didn't age that well either, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, back during this time, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare and World at War were out along with Halo 3. So you had a variety of shooters to choose from and compare them to.
I almost always was in a tank half of the time when I played this game because I liked blowing stuff up since my aim was chopped like some tuna in a can.
Oh, so you're one of those players that just sits and camps inside a tank all match? Yeah, you're annoying.
If you can't beat them, then join them, Donnie.
Nah, I have some self-respect when I play video games, unlike your toxic ass.
I like the sound design of this game. It was real punchy and immersive, especially for its time.
That doesn't make up for the movement because it was very clunky and slow like Donald on a treadmill.
Shut up! That's you! Because your old ass can barely walk both in real life and in game. Go buy yourself a crooked cane or a stupid wheelchair.
It's not my fault, it's the game's fault.
Yeah, keep making excuses. But this Battlefield is going into the goated tier, and next up is the beloved and tremendous Battlefield Bad Company 2.
100% the best maps and best destruction.
The sound design improved a lot with the improved Frostbite engine. The audio in this game still holds up even 15 years later. This is one epic Battlefield game.
The single-player campaign was actually really good too.
The characters in the campaign were memorable and took their mission and the stakes seriously, but still made jokes and acted like humans outside of combat.
The gameplay has a unique feel to it. Your character moves and reloads slower than most modern FPS games, but you pack a lot of firepower.
This was the peak of the franchise, and I never had more enjoyable matches than this game. This was honestly the best online multiplayer game I've played still to this day, especially the Sniping Bro.
The Rush mode in this game was chef's kiss. Rush was so good in this game because they actually built the maps around Rush. In the new games, they built the maps and just plopped Rush on top of it and hoped it would work.
100% right about that. Man, oh man, too bad there probably will never be a Bad Company 3. I'm gonna cry right up in the club tonight, bro.
Bad Company 2 was very immersive. When you were in the game, you were in the game. Everything felt real and the maps were huge. I couldn't get enough of this game, partner, and it's going into the well-deserving legendary tier.
Hey! I got some damn questions for all of you idiots! I woke up on the morning of Christmas, went downstairs to find out that my living room and kitchen was ransacked by literal shit. This sure as hell didn't look like it came from a human or an animal because there was literal shit on the walls, shit on the ceiling, shit on my TV, and shit in the sink. It felt like that one scene from Dumb and Dumber.
Damn it! There's shit on the windows! My house is full of shit! He shit everywhere! Look what he did! He shit all over the wall!
Oh gosh, yeah.
Sounds like you got yourself in a shitty situation there, huh, Bill?
This guy.
Shut up! It's not funny.
It kind of is funny considering you have a shit personality.
Oh, so it was you who did this, huh? I'm about to scorpion your fat ass. Get over here!
Wait. It was Joey. It was Joey and Rudolph, okay.
What? Really, George? You really tattletaling on me?
Damn this mofo a snitch.
Sorry. I just feel bad for Bill.
What the hell does Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer have to do with any of this? I'm so confused.
Well, you see, Bill, we delivered presents with Santa Claus on Christmas, and when we stopped by at your house, Rudolph and Joey decided to leave a surprise in your living room and kitchen.
Oh my hell! You're a vile human. You know what, Joseph? The cleaners are still cleaning my house as we speak and won't be done for another month. So fuck you and fuck your mom.
Damn, Rudolph and I really did a great job. I'll let him know we pissed you off. Ha ha! Stay mad, douchebag!
This is not funny and not a damn game. This is real life. And obviously, you're fucked in the head and need your brain reevaluated for stupidity.
Whatever you say, buddy, this doesn't affect me at all, so I can care less. Good riddance, Bill. But anyways, let's get back to the Battlefield tier list that you interrupted because you're starting to piss me off with your crying.
You better stop being smart or else. And Battlefield, what a lame-ass game. Of course this old hag plays this game.
If you're talking about Battlefield 3 being a lame game, you're 100% a certified tweaker gang.
I mean, Battlefield 3 is all right. It's just that people played like yeah, you know where I'm going at.
That's like every single FPS game, Bill. There's always going to be annoying players, but that doesn't define the game, you know?
Yeah, okay, buddy. Tell that to Call of Duty Ghosts, where everyone lays on their fat-ass belly camping with a thermal silenced M27 in the back of the map.
Now that is true. I can agree with that statement.
But Battlefield 3 is literally peak Battlefield. Now, if I thought Battlefield 2142 was ahead of its time, that statement runs true with Battlefield 3 in every single way.
This game was the most realistic looking and feeling FPS game in 2011 when it came out because the weapon fire and sound design was crazy realistic. Sometimes I thought there was an actual war in my backyard.
Since it was 2011, it was when MW3 came out, so it was either MW3 or Battlefield 3. COD was at its peak right here, and Battlefield was major competition.
Well, Modern Warfare 3 was the better game. We all know that.
I'd argue that Battlefield 3 provides more quality and bang for your buck, Battlefield 3 was a euphoric once-in-a-lifetime experience that got better with time, and no Battlefield ever came close since.
The Frostbite engine was at its peak right here, and the destruction was really fun in this game as well.
Battlefield 3's vibe and aesthetic hasn't been beat. The game feels like a fever dream, but real. Like, I'm not sure how to describe it, but it's just one of those games, partner.
I can see that. The menus, the music, and I think even that blue filter helped contribute to that. But anytime I think about it, I feel like it was a long time ago and it was a weird, timeless thing. Just flashes of random things I did or had seen in matches. Yeah, this game was so much fun, dog.
Battlefield 3 had the best Battlefield maps and most memorable Battlefield maps without a doubt.
All of you stop meat riding this game. Y'all are treating it like it's a masterpiece with no flaws when clearly this was a flawed and buggy game.
Hell, I'd even argue the flaws and bugs just added to the experience. There will never be another Battlefield 3. That's for sure. So I'm putting Battlefield 3 into that legendary tier.
Hold on there, partner. You said there will never be another Battlefield 3, but the thing is, that was Battlefield 4. All the things they tried in Battlefield 3, they perfected in Battlefield 4. Anything you could do in Battlefield 3, you could do better in Battlefield 4.
Wrong. Absolutely wrong to compare those two games like that. Are you insane?
Nah, I think he's cooking. Battlefield 4 was a perfected Battlefield 3.
I disagree heavy, bro. BF4 did some things better, but the quality of maps were way worse. They were all very open and flat, and there was also less destruction.
Plus, this game at launch sucked major buns, but it wasn't as bad as 2042.
Obviously, I don't think any game can be as trash as 2042.
This was also the first Battlefield game on new generation consoles at that time, which was the PS4 and Xbox One, which introduced 64-player matches to console.
This game came out in 2013 when Call of Duty Ghosts came out, and you already know I quit that garbage COD to play Battlefield 4 all year long.
I hated the whole COD versus Battlefield rivalry since they are literally two different games.
The COD fan base is a bunch of crybabies, while the Battlefield fan base is a bunch of old men like me and Sleepy Joe.
Hell yeah! Us old heads gotta stick together in our squad.
Don't get me wrong. BF4 is an amazing game and does indeed directly improve on many Battlefield 3 aspects, but there's a reason many prefer BF3 to this day.
Battlefield 3 had way better maps. With Battlefield 4, they chose spectacle over gameplay with the maps, unfortunately, so they didn't flow as well.
Well, I guess the goated tier will suffice with this game since people seem to like Battlefield 3 a lot better.
And we can go ahead and skip Battlefield Hardline. This game doesn't deserve to be talked about.
Yeah, this game is whack and disrespectful to the OG Battlefield fans like myself.
This game is the black sheep of the franchise. Absolutely a disaster.
Oh, come on! Hardline is overhated and not even that bad. You guys are just like everyone else.
Yeah, man, I actually liked Battlefield Hardline. At least the game had a better UI, better spawns, and fun game modes and fun maps.
You can like this game all you want, but that don't make up for the game being a failure.
It was legit a slap in the face to the old school and loyal Battlefield fans.
This should have been Battlefield Bad Company 3 or Battlefield 2143. This was a missed opportunity to do something better.
But the cops and robbers theme is a nice change up and twist to the gameplay. I thought it was fun because it felt like the same adventures Hunter and I go on in real life.
Now it makes sense why you like this game. It's because you and Hunter are crooks and criminals.
I'm surprised you don't like Hardline since you're a convicted felon yourself, Donald.
Zip it, Bill.
All in all, this game tried to be like COD with this game and miserably failed. Sorry, not sorry, but this game is going into the awful tier.
All right, this time DICE didn't roll the dice with Battlefield 1 and actually redeem themselves with this game.
Battlefield 1 is quite literally the most immersive video game I've ever played in my entire life.
Somehow the graphics and visuals and sound design is the best among any FPS game and dare I say video game of all time. And this game came out in 2016.
Soon, this year in November, Grand Theft Auto 6 will take that spot.
Nah, it won't because GTA 6 is going to be delayed again until like summer of 2027.
Shut up! Don't say that!
Don't say that!
Okay. Sheesh, man. I'm only trying to speak the truth here. GTA 6 will either be delayed or not come out at all.
I hope you're wrong because I've been waiting so long for that dang game.
Battlefield 1 came out when Infinite Warfare was released for Call of Duty, and many people were quitting COD for this game because COD went full on futuristic in space with jetpacks, while Battlefield took their fans back to where it all started, the World War era.
The reveal trailer for Battlefield 1 is hands down the best reveal trailer for any video game. The music in the trailer was iconic.
Come on, then! Move forward! Get ready, man!
I remember that in its first 10 days of release, the trailer has received over 50 million views and gathered over 2 million likes, setting the YouTube record for having the highest number of likes for a trailer.
While on the other hand, Infinite Warfare's trailer received a record for their reveal trailer. It was the second most disliked video of all time on YouTube behind Justin Bieber's baby music video.
It became the most disliked video game trailer on YouTube, amassing over 3.9 million dislikes by early 2021.
The difference between COD and a waitress is that the waitress actually brings you what you want.
Okay, now that was a good one.
When Battlefield 1 first came out, the gunplay was terrible because of the damn bloom.
You'd be shooting directly at these players, but your shots wouldn't hit and purposely miss. It was complete and total bullcrap.
Nah, that's just a skill issue, Bill. Get better, you recruit bot.
Man, shut up. I'll smoke your ass in both Battlefield and COD.
You wish!
Not gonna lie, I think Battlefield 1 was truly the last really good Battlefield game and is going into the legendary tier.
Now this is where Battlefield started to fall off. Battlefield 5 was so unnecessary and a pointless Battlefield game.
Battlefield 1 is way better without any question. And do y'all remember how much of a buggy mess it was when it first launched?
Hey man, at least the female soldiers made up for it. Am I right?
You're actually brain dead.
They literally put a female on the cover of a World War II Battlefield game. What the hell, DICE?
Yeah, I totally remember shawties being on the front lines of World War II, running around with MP40s and BBLs.
Women did serve in World War II, but mostly in resistance groups, medical, logistics, or specific factions.
Then I don't see the big deal with it. They're all just pixelated pixels at the end of the day. Who cares?
Somebody please shut this demented idiot up.
It hurt the immersion, Joseph.
It would be different if I could play as Kim Kardashian in this game like Fortnite, since she's a baddie.
You're a damn simp, Bill!
Well, honestly, I think Battlefield 5 isn't a bad game. It's just a game with wasted potential that was abandoned for another game with wasted potential. So I'm putting this into the good tier.
Battlefield 2042 is the definition of wasted potential, especially since they clickbaited the hell out of us with their misleading marketing, showing how crazy, realistic, and insane the visuals and realism would be.
DICE overpromised with this game, but decided to underperform and underdeliver, which is sad.
This game could have been amazing and could have been a peak Battlefield game since Battlefield 3, but it fell too short.
Battlefield 2042's launch wasn't just bad, it was historically bad. Steam reviews were overwhelmingly negative, and the player count dropped like flies within weeks.
On paper, this sounds and looks like a great game, but it was not it. The only thing good that came out of this game was Battlefield Portal, which was dope.
Battlefield Portal was one of the most creative and ambitious features that DICE has ever brought to the table. It lets players recreate and remix classic Battlefield eras with custom rules. It's arguably the best concept in the game, but under-supported after launch.
I liked how with Battlefield Portal you could literally play Battlefield 3 versus Battlefield 1942 soldiers on the same map. COD would benefit with something like that in their games.
I like the cool dynamic weather events that happened in the game. Well, when they actually worked.
That whole dynamic weather system was badass, but that ever rarely happens. But this game is mid as hell and going into the mid-tier.
All right, last up, we have the newest Battlefield to rank, which is Battlefield 6.
This game literally just came out and it's already dying. What a shame.
Yep. This game is currently dying and losing its player base. Battlefield 6 was initially blowing COD out of the water at launch, but post-launch, now it's doing worse than Black Ops 7 and losing its player base.
It's really sad because this is actually a really good Battlefield game. It's a step up compared to the last few games and honestly feels like a remix of both Battlefield 3 and 4.
This game was supposed to be the Call of Duty killer, but currently it's now peaking at 85K players on Steam daily, when just a few weeks ago in December, it was doing over 100K players over the holidays.
And Season 2 is delayed until next February, and by then, it's going to lose more of its player base. So rest in peace, Battlefield 6. It was fun while it lasted.
Don't put the game in the grave just yet. Who knows, maybe the game will get better with time.
Not even the new Red Sec Battle Royale mode can save this game. Sadly to say, I think this game is doomed.
I think it's a little too early to say that. We'll see as time goes on because this game really does have potential still.
Nah, just admit it, this game is boring as hell. I'd rather watch paint dry than play Battlefield 6.
It's not even boring, bro. Chill out. Cut DICE some slack, dog.
I ain't cutting them anything since they're no longer creative, since these dudes are the ones who literally copied a skin from COD Ghosts.
Now that is kind of crazy. I wonder how that even happened.
They don't even look the same. They are clearly different.
And you clearly need to get your eyes checked, you blind, ugly-ass mole rat.
Hey!
Look, guys, I think it's far too early to harshly judge this game. Just give it another 6 months, all right? And I bet this game will be way better. So as of right now, I think Battlefield 6 is a good Battlefield game and going into the good tier.
Cap, I bet you the game will be dead by then, mark my words.
We'll just have to see, but that right there wraps up the entire Battlefield games tier list for Gamer and Lemurian. Shout out to you both again for the video idea.
Now it's time for member shoutouts. Shout out to Misty Gilbert, Wes Calloway 1, Fenaf King, Jolene Case, Melanie Elrod, Silver Prime 152, KG 123, Mr. Jamali 123, Zatsuna Demon 7160, Max Phoenix V1, Toei Boy 9488, Mr. Excalibur 4320, and Hunter Stearns 5594 for being our wonderful and beloved channel members.
More shoutouts to Dark Knight 777, EXL Sam, Blake DeWombat, Lovely Bobsleigh, Randall Shannon 1973, Iceman 4229, Zeno Eric, J Uso Nation Money Dog 398, for XZ 8948, Red Rock Reverie, Corvus Crane 7145, Evil Rollo, JPG 67, and CamG 4348 for being our loyal and appreciated channel members.
Even more shoutouts to G Burkhart 25, Clive Rosfield 1710, Fanatic, Spectre 5336, Jacob Randall, Mexico Country Balls 483, Kirkham Gunther 8618, Jacob Bowling 263, Holly Martinez 2074, Rebel Beat 4234, Ichigo Kurosaki 2247, and Aymar Bernard 3257 for being our supportive and fantastic channel members.
And finally, shoutouts to Brandon Flynn, 6353, Alpha Diamond, Sonic X 78369, King Jack's Gaming 420, Chris Nyruz, Nostalgia Network, Hitman Fan 47, Gamer YT 918, Mevans 2001, Your Boy Hunter 389, Lamarion Harris Franklin, SRF 87, 88, Bear Dozer, Gabe Dudas 2201, Latura Coleman 6123, Stephen Platt 3840, Omnilude, Fabian Mones, and Wilson Films 50 for being our trusted and elite channel members. Thank you very much for watching and have a safe and blessed rest of your day.